Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom, Pajama Grandma, here with another step in the scavenger hunt. I know what you're thinking. More foundational stuff? Seriously, more foundational stuff? More coaching students bopping in and voxing in? I'll teach you about Voxer. Awesome tool. Everybody who has a business ought to be using it. Or everybody like me that has to use a magnifying glass to see things ought to be using it. Next step. You got your list of what you want. You don't have to have shown it to anybody. Now, we're going to do something harder. We are going to ask ourselves, why do I want it? Why do I want the things that are on my list that I just made? Why do I want the things for my personal life? Because guess what? We bring our personal life to our business. Why do I want the things that I put on my list for my business? And I don't want you to just ask why. I want you to ask why and then write down the first thing that comes to you. But then I want you to ask yourself a series of more whys. There's a theory and a practice that I use a lot called the 5 whys. 5 as in the number whys, as in W-H-Y, asking the question, why do I want this? I want you to ask yourself, why do you want the things on your list? And I want you to ask that till you get down to the core value, core emotional reason why you want that thing. And when you get to that, I want you to put that bottom line core emotion in the comments below and share that with the rest of us. And maybe tomorrow or in the next video, I will tell you the answer of what that almost always boils down to if you boil it down to the very core fabric of the motivating factor for why you want to do something. Because it boils down to one primary emotion for the vast majority of human beings. And we have all different ways of describing emotions. I have a whole book on emotions and different words of describing emotions. I'm an avid believer in the dictionary and thesaurus, and even though I cannot see it, I don't even know if I can see it with my magnifying glass. I can. The writing in this is so small, even with my magnifying glass, it's hard to see. But I believe that words are so powerful for us because the more words we have, the better our vocabulary, the more access to different emotions and meanings we have. And the more emotions and meanings we have, the broader our range of choices of feelings we feel. And the more feelings that we have at our disposal, the more we can control and manage our own state and behavior. Yes, thank you, Tony Robbins, for that little diatribe. But today, why? Why do I want the things that I want in my life for me? Why do I want the things on my list for my business? Be honest with yourself. Again, no one else is going to necessarily see these. But when you ask yourself that series of questions, well, why? Let me give you an example, maybe that would be helpful. Say I want to make $1 billion with my business. And I want to make $1 billion, not because I want to really make $1 billion, because $1 billion is a lot of money, and nobody needs $1 billion to have an awesome life. But say your goal for your supersizing your business is $1 billion. I know a lot of people that want to build $1 billion company. I would actually like to build $1 billion company, not because I want $1 billion or $1 billion in the bank, but I know that $1 billion company means that I am impacting hundreds of millions of people's lives in a positive way. Because there's no way to get $1 billion unless you're providing $1 billion worth of awesome service in some way, shape, or form to enough people to equate to $1 billion. And I want to do that. I want to positively impact the world in a big enough way to actually have $1 billion business. Now, if I ask myself, well, why do I want to do that? I just already answered the first why. Because I want to have $1 billion business. Well, why do I want to have $1 billion business? So I can impact people's lives in a positive way. Well, why do I want to impact people's lives in a positive way? Because I think it will make me feel good. And the reason we ever do anything for other people and help other people is really to help them, but it's always selfish because it always makes us feel good. It does. It's human behavior. So I want to do that because I want to feel good. Well, why do I want to feel good? Well, so I have more self-confidence and feel better about myself. Why do I want to have more self-confidence and feel better about myself? So that I know I'm making a difference in the world, or so I, again, feel good about myself. Well, why do I want to feel good about myself by making a difference in the world? Why do I want to make a difference in the world? so that I know that I'm loved, so that I know that I'm appreciated, so that I know that my life here made a difference to other human beings. Whatever that is, go through that series of 5 whys. That wasn't particularly eloquent, but it was an example. But do that for yourself, because it doesn't matter what my whys are. What matters is what your whys are. So break that down, get down to that basic core emotion, put hashtag, or you don't even have to have the hashtag, just share what that emotion is in the comments below, and then you can move on to the next step of the scavenger hunt, because you'll get the secret word and the secret clue code to the scavenger hunt after you do this. Go out, make it an awesome day. I'll see you soon. Camera Grandma out. Bye.